What's up, everyone? It's Kanan.
It's Jessie.
And we're the Geeky Saying Couple, and it is that time once again. Probably the most important time for any RWBY fan besides premiere day, finale, daring a volume, all that. We are on the eve of RTX 2023. Today is June 28th. RTX is literally next Friday. Gonna go ahead and tell you guys that, just like the previous years, if they don't do a stream like they did, because they didn't stream last year, did they?
I don't think so.
No. We will do a overview, or we will cover what is said and shown at the RWBY panel. Kind of hoping they do kind of a live thing though, because it's a little bit easier. But this is pretty much us going to predict, guess, give theories, what we hope is seen at RTX during the RWBY panel. And of course, I think this is the first RWBY video we've done since the finale. Which, as you guys know, if you've watched the channel long enough, we usually take a small little break from RWBY content after the finale, just to, recharge. And this time around, I have this new PC, this new monitor and all that. Really wanted to get back into Let's Plays. So yeah, there's this. We really need to start retro RWBY reactions again very soon. And I'm off Thursday, so I might try and record a new episode of What If Yang Was a Saying. I really need to do better at getting those episodes up. But it's been a rough couple of days for me. Apparently, according to Jess, I popped a muscle in my throat. I was eating, and I turned to look at the TV, and I felt a pop in my neck, and it automatically started hurting, like a sore throat, a very burning, sore sensation. And if I sound weird, that's why. And I was freaking out and just said that apparently, you've got a muscle right here in your throat where, like when you swallow and stuff like that. Apparently you can pop that or pull that just like any other muscle. So yeah, I've got a sore throat without being sick.
It doesn't help that there's also we're hitting another round of allergies here, because
which is why my nose is a little
stuff is really high again here, so that's not helping. But I've pulled that muscle. You said someone at work said, "Oh, that could happen." Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah. It sucks. It really hurts when I sneeze. It is like strep throat level pain when I sneeze. It just does not feel good. Okay, so on with the video. As always, if you enjoy our content, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, click that like button, leave a comment. Okay, so I really did not realize that RTX was next week. So we're going to get the big thing out of the way, and that is, will we see anything or hear anything about Volume 10? So I want to talk about kind of the doom and gloom that's been going on in the RWBY fandom ever since RWBY said that Volume 10 was not greenlit yet. Now, please remember, this is just my opinion, my interpretation of things. I could be completely wrong. I hope I'm not, though. And I went over this with Jess. Ever since the Crunchyroll announcement, when I believe, it's been a long time since I've read that Crunchyroll announcement, but I believe it said that, Crunchyroll was pretty much going to be the new home for RWBY. Anything RWBY related. And then the whole thing with Volume 10 not being greenlit, watch the show, don't pirate it, which of course, watch it. View numbers are always the most important thing, but the thing that didn't make sense to me is, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, if the show's future is uncertain, why did you already sign a brand new contract with Crunchyroll?
Yeah, why would you
for the future?
Why would you sign a big deal like that with something like Crunchyroll, which is a big deal, if you didn't think you were gonna go past?
Yeah,
I know Ice Queendom and stuff's on there, but no, that it doesn't matter. Like, this is a huge thing. They just, for this volume, started streaming
and an exclusivity deal for the first year.
And so why would you sign something like that if it was for one season?
Yeah.
It would make absolutely no sense.
So there was that. Like, it just did not make sense to me. Now, am I saying, people in RWBY are lying? No, but they are still a business. They're still wanting to generate views because that becomes revenue, and then everybody gets a paycheck. What I'm thinking, I don't want to say it was a PR thing that they said to get more people to watch. I do not know. I have no proof of that. Do I 100% believe it? No. But it's crept into my mind. It's just the fact that they shortly brought that up after announcing, oh, we've signed this big old thing with Crunchyroll. Now everything RWBY related will always be on Crunchyroll. And I don't know. That, like, it just seems like such a big leap from putting the show on your website, on Rooster Teeth's website, and jumping ship to a whole other platform just for one volume. So, yeah, it never made sense to me. But also the fact that they confirmed really at the same day that despite Volume 10 not being greenlit, it was being written. And there's been things that other members of RWBY have said to make me think that Volume 10 is a sure thing. Like during the last episode of RWBY Roundtable, where someone brought up that there's like 100 characters in Volume 10. And the fact that after the finale of Volume 9, Carrie made this big old Twitter thread, and he said, and we're not done yet. He talked about, going into the future for RWBY. So I would like to think if one of the main writers and the director of the show, if things were so uncertain,
they wouldn't be.
I don't think Carrie would. Yeah, I don't think Carrie would say that. Plus, the official RWBY Twitter is really hyping the RWBY panel at RTX, saying that RWBY is going to come back better than ever. And it's like, yeah, I think and here's another thing. People have been begging RWBY to confirm Volume 10 ever since the Volume 9 finale, which, I understand. You want things confirmed right away. You don't want to sit around. The whole hashtag greenlight Volume 10 was a great thing. But the thing is, they're not going to confirm anything on just a random day. They're waiting for RTX. Now, if things were not certain, if RWBY was canceled, then yeah, I think something would have been leaked by now, or someone would have said anything. They're not going to wait until RTX at the big RWBY panel to be like, hey, welcome to RTX. By the way, RWBY's canceled. I don't think they would do it. There would be a press release or something like that.
Do you realize what kind of, backlash and rioting there would be if you walked into a RWBY panel at RTX and they said RWBY's canceled?
Yeah, after you spent all the money to be there.
How big that room is? Yeah.
you spend all that money to be there. Like, you could have just put out a press release.
Yeah, but like how big that room is, how many people fit in, like, are in there? There's like, really?
But yeah, I think Volume 10 is safe. I think RWBY as a whole is safe. I know a lot of people were worried because apparently Warner was not happy with RWBY merch sales. And I think part of that is really because Rooster Teeth's RWBY merch is kind of hit or miss, and the prices sometimes are a little steep. So yeah, I do think that's part of their problem. Um, and also people were worried about so many animators leaving Rooster Teeth, and I think it was Arnold who made a great point in one of his videos that animators are just like voice talent. They're independent contractors. Very rarely anymore are animators signed to long-term deals, unless they're part of something that is just really big, which says, hey, you can't work anywhere else.
That's really anywhere.
Well,
Like for anything in like any type of creative art like department, like artists.
unless you work for like Disney or something.
Yeah, well, even my job, there's certain things like I can't work at other certain places because of like an NDA. Like,
But if you're an independent contractor, pretty much once the project you're done with is over, you can move on and go somewhere else and work. Because that's the thing. They're not going to hire all these animators just for them to sit around and do nothing until the next volume starts. So what Arnold said was, yeah, they're going to go off. They're going to go find work. They're going to find something else to do. And then when it's time for volume 10 to be animated,
it's called a callback.
yeah, they'll be called back under a new contract to work on the new volume.
It's kind of how independent contractors work.
Yeah.
Part of my other job, I am an independent contractor. Yes, I'm there a lot, but the thing is if there's, during slow season, if there's nothing for me to do, I have to just wait till I'm contacted. Like,
Yeah.
That's how that works. So it's not, they're not just gone. They're going to come back once they have a callback. Some of them may already know. Like, if there's, for like the ones that would start out in the beginning of stuff, some already might know, hey, your callbacks are on this time, so just be ready for it.
Yeah.
They give you a heads up.
Yeah. So what we'll see at RTX, I think we'll definitely get a green light announcement. Do I think they'll have anything to show as far as animation wise? Probably not. We probably won't get a trailer. We probably won't get a teaser. I would love one.
Even if it's just like an early type teaser like we've seen in certain pasts, like, that'd be great. I don't think we're gonna get that.
No.
I'd be happy with some type of concept art or some type of like.
Well, I was going to get to that.
Yeah.
I do think maybe we will see the new outfits for Team RWBY in Vacuo.
Please.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
No more sleeves and long pants.
And zippers.
Yeah. Knowing me, there'll be something else, a new challenge.
But who knows? They might surprise us. But we might not see anything animation-wise until maybe next RTX. Because I think, they'll probably take a year before we see anything. Because we also got to remember, Volume 9 was completely worked on mostly from home because of COVID. Now, from what I've seen on Twitter and things like that, it looks like they've moved back into their main headquarters in Texas. So
I think there's a combination, like they can work from home or they can, but they do have the studio back. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Like-
but that can also be an advantage because they can work like if there's some things they can work at home. If there's something not finished, oh, I still have this stuff at home. I can still continue here. Like they
Yeah.
can work in studio and there. So that gives them an edge that they don't have to stay late into the night at studio. They can go home and continue on. Like it's
but with with older shows returning back to Rooster Teeth, like Always Open and other shows like that, it does kind of seem like that they are mostly working from base again. So, we'll see how production goes now that that's happened. Um, but yeah, I think mostly we may get some early concept art, maybe. Who knows if we'll even get a release year? It might be too early for that. But I'm at least hoping for Volume 10 outfits, the Vacuo outfits. After that, like, it's kind of hard to really be for sure what we're going to see. It's mostly just wish listing at that point. We do know now, according to a post that I saw, that Justice League X RWBY Part 2 is coming out on Halloween, Ruby's birthday. So if it's coming out in October, we're more than likely going to see a trailer for Part 2 of the Justice League and RWBY movie. They've already teased some RTX merch, which some are happy with and some are not. They've got a wall scroll of the concept art of the Bumblebee kiss that I want. They've also got a shirt of it where it really literally looks like the art is the size of a piece of paper on it, and it's $34. But
Here's the thing, though. I actually looked into this quite a bit today when we got home. If you look at the picture of the teaser of the scroll and the one wearing the shirt behind it that people noticed, it's stretched across the chest. Okay, that's a little bit different than
what you
the
saw,
other one floating around that looks like, let's see, what did Cal say? A PNG file?
Yeah.
Which kind of did. It was this big. Here's the other thing I noticed, because I don't know what the RTX app is. I've never seen one. I've tried looking for it. I don't know what that is, because that's where it said it was found. But the tag, if you look at every RWBY shirt, even if it's just a display picture like that, in the tag, it is stamped RWBY. Or you'll see a Rooster Teeth logo. You'll see something, even in the pictures. There was nothing there. So, I don't know if that's just an odd cropped concept of the picture that's supposed to be there for being sold or what, but I'm hoping the shirt we saw behind her that it stretched across, that's the one that's going to be there. I mean, I can consider paying for that, but the one that looks like this, I'm not going to pay $35 plus shipping for that.
As much as you love Bumblebee, you couldn't have.
That's because there was people posting the meme of the guy looking like this to try to see it. There's so many memes of that now. Like, it says, "Oh, are you a RWBY fan? I can't tell." Like, it's like leaning in. You'd have to have someone right here in front of you to see that picture. Like,
I don't think it's that small.
it is. Like, if you look at the comparison, like on a T-shirt, it's this big.
Okay.
Like, that's
Yeah, it'd kind of make wearing the shirt pointless. But but we would like the wall scroll, but we don't know yet if it is RTX exclusive or if it'll be in the store. The post just said debuting at RTX, so
which to me that just means that's when it's gonna debut. That's when it's gonna be shown and sold. And
usually they say if something's con exclusive.
yeah, and there's usually the first day of RTX, there's stuff in the store that you have to buy during RTX or it won't be there anymore. But there's some, again, hit or miss merch. How about bring some stuff back that people want? Like, I never got to get Blake's book bag. I'm still pissed about that. And there's a lot of other people too. Like, you try searching for this stuff and you can't find it. Same thing with the Yang's jacket's not come back.
Yeah.
The Bumblebee jacket hasn't come back.
Yeah.
Which now would be the time to bring it back. Because there was good reviews on it. Like, there's just a lot of stuff they could bring back.
So yeah, more merch more than likely. I would love more figurines, but who knows
That too.
if we will get anything like that.
I did notice that they added acrylic standees to the store, which we'll need to collect at some point.
I'm kind of hoping for maybe news on the Volume 9 soundtrack, maybe. Also, could we get a new RWBY video game? That would be awesome, though we're still waiting on the Arrowfail Collector's Edition, which
We know how long it took to get.
I don't even remember when we ordered it. I have no idea how long it's been
I
since
don't
we ordered
remember.
it. But a limited
how-
run takes
I gotta say,
forever.
look how long it took us to get.
Grim Eclipse.
Yeah, which the first time playing that pissed me.
That's why it's only been me who's played it since then.
Well, when you're walking one way, I can't see going the other direction. So, like, why?
Yeah, they really should have added split screen if they were going to add couch co-op to that game.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know what
my
they
one,
were thinking.
Because I mean, I liked it, but that's my complaint. When you got one partner going one way, you can't see what you're doing. Like, just like it's like closing your eyes and just hoping you hit something.
I'm really shocked that if something's been announced, I've not seen it, but I'm kind of shocked that we've not gotten the home release of Ice Queendom yet.
I've not seen anything.
Yeah, like I've not seen anything.
And I have tagged things to show up on my Twitter, Instagram, and I've not seen anything.
I do remember seeing a post long ago about the Japanese release, but I don't remember what month it said. But I figured there'd be at least some rumblings about it now.
You know how long it takes to see an anime get released here? I'm still waiting on Sailor Moon.
Yeah, but the thing is, RWBY is an American-owned series. So
I know, but
you would think it wouldn't fall
Take as
into
long.
that. But then again, from what I've seen on Twitter, Ice Queendom is still being very heavily pushed and supported. They recently released new art of all four RWBY girls in these dresses and all that,
Oh, I saw that.
which was really pretty. Many are still wondering if Ice Queendom is going to be a one and done thing, or if they're planning on doing something more with it. I would personally like another season focused on Yang and like turning the ending scene of Volume 2, I believe, where she, met Raven and then they retconned it and all that, of that being a nightmare for her and it being like,
That could,
yeah. That would be cool. But then again, that's just me wanting something Yang focused.
But that could be something though, because I mean that didn't exactly, we didn't get to see any of that.
So, like, Anna Jess, I think we're definitely at least going to get a Volume 10 announcement. Fingers crossed for new outfits. New merch, of course, both by Rooster Teeth and probably other companies. I would love more pops. And I believe the Ice Queendom Pop Parade figures are out now, so hopefully we get some new announcements of something really good for as far as merchandise go. Probably a trailer for RWBY X Justice League Part 2.
We can keep Moore's Y merch coming. That stuff makes me happy.
I would like some Little merch or somewhat
That
merch.
too. I'd like to see some stuff of Little. Even Juniper.
And then again, we don't know what else could be in development. I mean, we could get a new video game. We could get, something that is a step up from Arrowfail. Who knows? New comics,
New manga?
new novels. Because E.C. Myers is still saying he wants to do more RWBY books. So we could get something in that. Hopefully something about the Volume 9 soundtrack. If not, understandable, because Casey is very busy with her band and all that.
Which I have her on my notifications too, because she usually will announce things pretty quick as well.
So yeah, that's really all I can really think of, unless they come out with something that they've not done with RWBY before. Heck, I can't even. I don't know, or maybe bring back some old merch like what Jess wants. She wants the book.
How about the rest of these in scroll form? Because it's gonna look kind of funny. We have a poster
for Volume 6,
these two scrolls,
and then a poster.
and now there's a scroll for the new one. Plus, I mean, with the Bumblebee one too, but
Did they ever release scrolls for 7 and 8?
they were posters.
Ah, okay.
At least as far as I know, I never saw the scrolls. I know there's the concept art scroll, but we saw. I think I had shared it to you that there's going to be a scroll for Volume 9, and it's the art for it's the ones like this for 9. So how about the other ones back?
I would actually love, like, maybe a second version of the World of RWBY, the official companion book.
I had mentioned that to you. It'd be great to have another volume to update.
Yeah, because when it came out,
all the newer characters.
because when it came out, it had maybe some stuff from Volume 6, but that was about it. So it would be great to get an updated version that has stuff from 7, 8, and 9 now. So, yeah, I would love a second version of that.
Or even just like the talk of it, like maybe they'd wait till after 10 so that they can add, because if there's other characters, they can add Vacuo, like parts of Vacuo into it. So that'd be another great thing, which I really kind of hope they do, because there's a lot of characters that they need to add.
And how about a all-in-one book of the other DC comics? They did one for the original one that came out, that's set during Volume 4 and 5, but the second Justice League comic's going on right now. But so how about a full paperback version of the first Justice League and RWBY comic? That would be great. Because there's no comic book stores around us, so I would really like the
And the ones that are like few and far between, or there's
and they never have all
small
of them.
to have something.
Yeah.
Most of the things like that.
And I'm looking.
I think we had to travel for your Quora ones.
Yeah. And the original DC ones, I had to actually order those because it was during lockdown and all that. But they never released the last one, so that's why I got the paperback one, because it was complete. But yeah, that's really all I can think about as far as predictions go. So yeah, that was just us just randomly coming off with stuff off the top of our head, hoping that we get some good stuff for RTX. Like I said, if everything was doom and gloom, I don't think whoever runs the RWBY Twitter would be hyping up the RWBY panel. I really think if RWBY ever had a chance of being canceled, we would have heard something about it.
They wouldn't be having a panel.
No, they would definitely be. There would definitely have been a press release or something by now. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully, we said some stuff that made sense. Like I said at the beginning of the video, this is just our opinions. It is nothing that is really supported by any facts. It's just, like I said, I felt just, you sit down and you wonder and you're like, that doesn't make sense. But who knows? There could be a full explanation for it, or maybe I'm not remembering things correctly. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm going to try and get What If Yang Was a Saying back to being almost a weekly series. We're going to try and finally finish Volume 1 in the Retro RWBY reactions. And Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life came out today. I won't get my copy until Thursday. So first episode will probably be on Friday. So hope you enjoyed it. My voice is going. If you did, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, click that like button, leave us a comment. As always, guys, this is Kanan.
This is Jessie.
We love you all very, very much. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. And we will see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.